Most entrepreneurs try to change their results without actually changing their environment. They think they can just push through no matter what's around them. But growth begins when you stop letting your surroundings define you. The habits that you have are the bridge between your goals and your identity. Your income rarely exceeds your capacity. And so ask yourself, what's the one skill that would help 10x your business right now? This is the invisible layer of limitation, those self-limiting beliefs. It's an invisible layer that will keep you back. Your business won't grow beyond your identity. And so the next level of your business begins when you level up your identity. So it doesn't matter where you're at right now. It's never too late to start living the life and creating the identity and living the world that you deserve to live. All right, welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. George Wright III with your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and education. And today we're going to be digging a little bit deeper into your identity because we talked about the other day how to create a founder mindset. And it's a term, but it's also a specific thing that I want you to work on when it comes to being able to scale your business, your vision of your life, and everything like that. But one of the biggest things that's going to hold you back is your identity. And so there's this 5 levels of the identity ladder, and levels or maybe parts of it that we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk a little bit about your environment, your behavior, your skills, your beliefs, and your identity itself. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. But before I do, if this is your first time listening to the Daily Mastermind, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any episodes. We've got some great interviews coming up. We're going to be talking to an expert out of Europe on business burnout. We're going to be talking to others about franchising and money and even some lifestyle topics this week. But back to the topic at hand, the 5 levels of identity ladder. These are the things, the 5 areas that I believe you need to grow and push and build yourself to get that founder mindset to take your business where you know it should go and it could go, but you're only going to grow to the extent your identity does. So the first area, the first thing to discuss is your environment. So where are you? What surrounds you? Your surroundings are going to shape your mindset. Who you hang out with, what you listen to, what you consume. Most entrepreneurs try to change their results without actually changing their environment. They think they can just push through no matter what's around them. But growth begins when you stop letting your surroundings define you and start curating that ecosystem, that surrounding. We talk about the prosperity pillar, surround yourself with successful and positive people. The bottom line is, I want you to ask yourself this important question. Are you around people who challenge you and elevate you, or do they simply agree with you? Because if you're not being challenged and elevated, then I assure you that your environment's not the right environment. So I want you to take some action, change your circle, change your space, change your daily environment if you feel like it's not going to take you to the level you need to be at. I encourage you to make that change. So after environment, we have to talk about your behavior. The second thing is behavior. What do you do day to day? What is your behavior? Your habits, the habits that you have, are the bridge between your goals and your identity. So what you do consistently is going to define what you become. Let me say that again. What you do consistently defines what you become. So morning routines, content creation, sales calls, your outcomes are a reflection of your repeated behavior. And don't confuse motion with progress. I talk with individuals that I mentor and they say, I really want this, I really want this. And I say, listen, if your actions don't reflect what you're saying you want, then it's doubtful you truly want them or you have some type of roadblock. So ask yourself, are your habits, your day-to-day routines aligned with the vision of what you're trying to create? And build rituals, build your daily rituals that enforce discipline and clarity. So one of my daily rituals is getting to the gym. I know that when I do that, my mindset's right. I start my day right. I have the energy to move. Build your daily rituals. It might be journaling, it might be meditation, it might be sales calls, but also be very careful that your behavior and your habits are reflecting the growth that you want in your company and not just busy work. So behaviors and habits are the second area. The third one is your capabilities and skills. So it's not about necessarily what you do or where you are, but what you know and what skills you have are your capabilities and skills. So you don't rise to your goals, you fall to the level of your skill set and mastery. Let me say that again. You're not going to rise to your goals. You're going to fall to the level of your levels of skills and mastery. Founders who keep learning, that's why I talked about growth mindset. Founders that keep learning rise faster, and especially in today's environment. That means embracing discomfort, investigating and investing in coaching and mentoring, and constantly sharpening the tools that you have at your disposal. Your income rarely exceeds your capacity. And so ask yourself, what's the one skill that would help 10x your business right now? I would argue it's probably AI, but what's the skill that would help you with your business 10x your business? And then commit to mastering it. Don't dabble in it. Go deep. Most people dabble. But if you truly want to increase your skills and your capabilities to raise your business, you've got to commit to mastering the one skill that's needed. The fourth thing that's going to help to shift your identity, because remember, we're talking about these 5 levels of the identity ladder. Your environments, your behavior, and your capabilities are all going to affect you. But then comes the big one, beliefs. What you believe is possible or true about yourself, or is your philosophy. This is the invisible layer of limitation, those self-limiting beliefs. It's an invisible layer that will keep you back. Beliefs about money, success, risk, other people, self-worth, they all shape your decisions and your actions. So if you believe people won't pay premium prices, you're going to undercharge. If you don't believe your skills are worth it, you're not going to ask for that in the market. If you believe you're not good enough, you'll underperform. So ask yourself the hard question. I want you to ask yourself, what's a belief I'm holding that might be wrong about myself, my business, or my environment? Question what your beliefs are, and then rewrite that belief with the right answer and back it up with action. So if you're doubting yourself, identify the fact that it's just a doubt. And if you have the skills, go out and put them to use. And those are your beliefs. Now let's talk about the fifth area, and then we'll wrap this up. The fifth area is your core identity, who you truly are or who you see yourself becoming, your identity shift. So this is the core. This is really at the core of what we're talking about. It's not about doing more. It's about becoming more. That quote that I told you I love from Jim Rohn, success is not to be pursued, it's to be attracted by the person that I become. It's about becoming more because you must embody the identity of the successful founder before the results get here. Your mind, your identity is not going to get you there. If you identify as a struggling solopreneur, entrepreneur, hustler, grinder, you're going to make decisions from scarcity. If you step into your future identity, as Dan Sullivan and Dr. Benjamin Hardy talk about a lot, if you step into your identity of your high-level founder, you'll act with confidence. You'll act with clarity. So ask yourself, do I need to become someone different in my actions to lead my business to the best result it could have? Am I acting out of my current identity or my future identity? And start showing up as the best version of yourself, the version of yourself that you will become. And that will make the difference. So this is a little side note riff that I wanted to give you because I really believe we've been brainwashed or conditioned the wrong way in our current marketplace. We've been taught our whole lives that we need to have the resources so that we can do the work and eventually be successful. All my life growing up is like you got to have resources to do the work and eventually be successful. Have, do, be. Have, do, be. It's totally backwards. I've learned that because the truth is you've got to be the person first. Then you will do the work and you will have the results. Are you following me on that? You can't have and then do the work and be successful. The truth is you have to be the person, then you will do the work and you will have the success. Your identity, listen to me very carefully, your identity will precede and come before the strategy. Are you getting me with that? It's not about a strategy to create your identity. It's your identity. You have to be your identity to develop the strategy. So start thinking like the 7, 8, 9-figure version of yourself. Speak like them, act like them, have the habits like them. And back to these 5 principles is surround yourself. The environment you have, is that the 7, 8, 9-figure environment you want to be in? Your behavior and habits, your skills and abilities, your beliefs about yourself, and your actual identity you're doing. Question that and get to the point that you will be so that you will do and you will have. And so this is the point that I really wanted to make with you today. I hope it's at least given you some food for thought. Your business won't grow beyond your identity. And so the next level of your business begins when you level up your identity. So I want to encourage you, if you're feeling stuck right now, it's not your business model. It's not your strategy. 99.9% of the time, it's not your market. It's none of these things. It's your identity that you need to work on. And so adopt that founder mindset, work on these 5 areas of your identity, and I guarantee you are going to see results. And just remember, look, it doesn't matter where you're at right now. It's never too late to start living the life and creating the identity and living the world that you deserve to live. And so that's my message for today. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you will share this episode. Please do me a favor. It would mean the world to me if you'd share this episode. Tag me in your episode. I'd love to see what you're doing. If you tag me, I'll comment back and love to give you a shout out and then also hear from you. Hit me up. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know what you're winning at. Let me know what you're struggling with. And let's work together in the mastermind to really take you to the next level. Have a great day.